Hello, welcome back to BSLIVE. In this episode, we're gonna take a look at Gaussian splatting, how we can import it into Blender, and how we can render this inside Blender. Okay, so as you can see here, we can see there's this Becak or Ricksaw inside Blender, and I'm using an add-on, third-party add-on, to load this into Blender, and it's gonna come into Blender as a point cloud. And yeah, we're gonna observe this a little bit more in a bit. But first of all, how did I get this Becak in the first place? So this is Polycam. So for now, in order to create a Gaussian splat objects, you first of all you need to create it and then process it using third party like Polycam or Luma Labs AI. In this case, I'm using Polycam because Polycam actually allows me to download into different format quite easily. So the Becak itself, this is the one that I scanned the other day from Indonesian festival. And by default, okay, in Polycam, you often get a Gaussian splat that's with a kind of weird orientations. You probably need to rotate it, and this is the result of the Becak. And it's cool. Inside Polycam, you can easily browse and then take a look at it from different angles. So sorry about the rotation. We need to fix this somehow. So yeah, we're gonna try to fix and just get the Becak. So the way we do it is just simply download it and just get the splat PLY and just download it. I think it's around 200 megabyte or something, so it takes a while to download. I could download another one, like maybe this rabbit one. So this rabbit one is also okay. This is kind of nice. I just want to get the rabbit, get rid of the rest. Maybe I will try to do this as well. So select the splat, start downloading. How big? 365 megabyte. Anyway, so it's gonna take a while. So Polycam is the one that I recommend. And the next thing we want to do, this one I'm using PlayCanvas.com Super-Splat. So basically I want to load the splat into this environment, this tool, and we're gonna try to observe it. I actually just found out about this today. A friend, my online friend, told me about this, and then so I want to give it a try. So let's take a look. I have a few splat already. Okay, this is the one from my online friend. Okay, this is a Naruto toy that has been cleaned up, right? It's pretty cool. And I believe we can simply bring this into Blender as a splat. I don't know. Let's just actually download this. So the tool itself is pretty simple and intuitive. If you look at here, we can control the splat size. So the splat size, and so it's like point cloud, but the splat is more like a brush strokes. We could easily we can show origin, and then we can perhaps rotate the splat to adjust the 3D just like inside Blender, right? So this is a really cool tool, very useful. We can adjust the scale in here, and then we can select using brush. We can select using brush like that. Okay. Or maybe like select none. Let's say we just want the Naruto. Let's get rid of the brush for now. Let's say I want to erase some of this. I just use the brush, select this, and then delete. So it's gonna delete the stroke for us. We can also use things like a rectangle tool, rectangle, delete, rectangle, delete. So this is probably a really fun job, right? If your job is cleaning up splat, it's just a lot of fun. A while ago, like few months ago, actually before the splat, you probably capture photogrammetry or using lidar to do like scanning of 3D objects. But since the splat is seems to be a lot nicer in terms of the look and can be more efficient than a mesh, I guess. Now we have we have this, which is really cool. So I'm cleaning up this Naruto, but I will actually, yeah, I will download this just for testing. I will just reload this. So it's playcanvas.com Super-Splats. That's the address of this tool. This is the web tool. It's very fast somehow. Let's take a look at the Batchak. So the Batchak splat is almost 300 megabyte. I just gonna load it. So right, like it's such a mess, right, at first, and then you kind of trying to figure out what's going on and how to get to the Batchak. It's actually really easy to work with once you understand what's going on. So this is the Batchak. Orientation is really bad. We got a lot of other things that I capture, but what I did was really capture the whole thing using video and go around the Batchak using video on the iPhone, and then just upload it into Polycam and then let it process it for a few minutes or few hours. I don't know, I think it's pretty fast. Once you get the splat, you can download it. You can observe it and download it. So in order to get the Batchak, the easiest is to sometimes just look from the top view, get the bounding box using rectangle tool, invert, and then delete the rest, right? Yeah, it's really that easy. And it's really fun. I think really fun to do this and try to scan everything around you. Take a video of objects, or actually take video of environment. If you have 360 camera like Theta 360 or Insta360 camera, you can walk around with a 360 camera and then export the equirectangular video and then just upload it into Polycam, and then it should in general work. So this is the Batchak. We can increase or decrease the splat. You see, if we just make this really small, you can see the splat is almost like a 3D painting. It's pretty cool. You can, and we want to bring this into Blender, right? So first of all, let's turn on, let's show origin. So that's the origin. We really want to bring this Batchak and rotate the orientation so we get the correct orientation. So I just rotate it just now, and then I just rotate it in the x-axis, z. I'm trying to get the proper orientation of this Batchak. So Polycam didn't do this automatically, but ideally this should be automatic. Let's say I get it pretty close. Now I just need this rectangle. I want to get rid of the ground. Delete the selected splat. So we just get the Batchak. Okay, it's a very rough, more or less pretty clean. It says it says Yogyakarta. This is Batchak from Yogyakarta city in Indonesia. So let's say I'm pretty happy with this. I'm just gonna download the PLY, compress PLY, and the splat file. I don't know which one that's gonna work inside Blender, but anyhow, while it's trying to process it and downloading it, okay, we got it. You can go here, GitHub, Reshot AI Gaussian Splatting Blender add-on. So this is an add-on. It says this add-on was developed as experimentations. It is slow on a large scenes, not fully accurate. Can be used as a tool to clean up floaters in Gaussian Splat. Anyhow, this can bring in the thing from from Gaussian Splat. So first of all, like I said, first take a video, upload it into Polycam, process the Gaussian Splat. Yeah, okay, like this rabbit. I want to do the rabbit as well and maybe bring it into Blender. But yeah, maybe I'll show you how to bring the Batchak into Blender first. So this is the add-on. You just download the zip, right? But inside the zip, in order to install the add-on, inside the zip, you need to you need to make sure you do it properly. So this is the zip. This is the zip. You unzip it. Inside the zip, you will find Blender add-on. Right click and then compress this Blender add-on. Now you have this. Inside this, actually there's a PLY file. So it's this add-on will allow you to import as a PLY point cloud. So once you install it properly, you will see, yeah, 3D Gaussian Splatting by Alex Carlier for version 0.01. I'm using Blender 3.6. The add-on will give you this tab, import Gaussian Splatting. We're gonna import the Bechak. So the Rixo Bechak should be somewhere here. Bechak Splat, import Gaussian Splat. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, it doesn't like it doesn't like the splat. It wants the PLY. So get the compress splat, import Gaussian. Oh yeah, it doesn't like the compressed version as well. So it's gonna get that one. Okay, I have some leftover things under the Bechak. If you go to edit mode, we can just clean up like that, because it's now it's point cloud inside Blender. Yeah, it has these attributes, all kind of attributes, but anyhow, once you bring it in, I'm on a Mac, so I will just use CPU. With the GPU, compute might be faster, but it needs to do calculations, extra calculations before you're able to render. So I just switch it to GPU. Now we have the Bechak, right? It looks like a painting. I'm more like a bokeh, you know. It's a, so it's not like the Gaussian Splat you saw on the website, which is cleaner. This one is not too bad actually. It's more like a bubbles bokeh. You can still go around it. I think you have control over the point cloud size as well. So at the moment it's displayed as point cloud. Let's save this very quickly. Bechak demo. If you want to go inside the geometry nodes, this is the setup. So some attributes gets in, and then instance as points, mesh to points. So there's a few things. Okay, scale. Can we scale this? We can scale this smaller, larger. So you can see here. It's probably not 100% accurate, but at least you can see this inside Blender, right? So it's okay. Turn off point cloud. We can actually see this as a sphere. Oh, yeah. Now it's displayed as a sphere. If I'm not wrong, you can also bring in light. So the light might work if you go under the shader and get the Gaussian Splatting shader. Oh my god. Emission, if we disconnect the emissions, we won't see the color. I don't know, we should go there maybe. So we have the sun now affecting this object, so we can relight this in 3D space. I don't know, maybe the tools will improve, but you know, ideally we want to be clean. We want to clean this up in Blender and then bring it into game engine. I think game engine can efficiently load the data of Gaussian Splat, because this is just a small data. Imagine it's gonna be limited with your computer, you know, computer or your machine RAM, how Blender handle this. But inside game engine, you can perhaps load a lot of these Gaussian Splat objects and then compose it inside the 3D game engine, and then it's gonna efficiently handle just you know, it only shows you the Gaussian Splat within your field of view, and then it's gonna be, you know, it's a game engine. Maybe Unity, Unreal have this let's say I want to choose another file. Naruto, this one. Okay, this one's a big one, right? 365 megabyte. This is the rabbit scene that I took. If you might know this place. This is at World Square in Sydney, just in the city. Yeah, like I said, it's very easy. Just get the rabbit. And then invert, delete everything else. You probably want to rotate this first. From the top view, you want to get it right. Just rotate it until it's pretty much aligned to your field of vision. Show the origin. Okay, it's not exactly aligned, but at least from this point of view you can just get this guy like that. Invert, delete the rest. Now you get the rabbit. This is the rabbit. I think the character from Line app. It's popular chat app. So once it's aligned, it's easy to just clean this. The way I look at it, I look at the origin and then see, okay, that's definitely need to be rotated until we get a proper alignment. Like I said, this type of job is really fun. Cleaning up mesh, maybe a little bit more difficult, but if it's just a point cloud splat, it's so easy to clean, you know. It's a lot of fun. You think we cannot scan everything in the world? I think in 2023, I think we can actually scan everything in the world, which is pretty crazy. All the data can be scanned, and you can store it somehow, and then you can train it maybe using AI. I don't know how that works, but everything in the world, every human creations, maybe even nature, can be scanned. Okay, so enough talking. Let's take a look. Okay, it's not bad, right? It's pretty clean. We need to properly rotate this until we are happy. Move it to the center, most align it, and make sure the scale is correct, things like that. I think I wish there's a way to just apply transform, you know. Maybe there is. The tool is pretty simple. I haven't tested it all. This rabbit anyhow need to be aligned to with this origin. Okay, maybe the rabbit's too big, but anyhow, download the PLY file. That's the one we need in order to bring it into Blender, and then merge it with the batch. Maybe I should just get the rabbit and then put the rabbit inside the batch. That could be funny, interesting. Let's actually do that. Rectangle, delete the splat, What a fun job doing this. Maybe you are doing like street photography in the past. Maybe in the future, your job is doing like 3D scan like this. Brush. Although, you know, if it's at the moment, it's a splat is almost like a static objects, right? This is good for objects that's not moving. In the future, you're probably capturing like a moving object, animated, maybe dance performance or things like that. That could be interesting. File import. Okay, Gaussian Splat. Import Gaussian Splat. Get the rabbit. Gonna put it on the batch. So okay, pretty fast, pretty easy. You get the rabbit. Every time it's loading, something's gonna be GPU rabbit. I don't know. I think I can just copy paste this into the batch scene. We have the rabbit and the batch. Now you know it's an object. You can just put the rabbit inside the batch. Amazing. This is like the future job. What a fun job. 3D Gaussian splat of line rabbit inside this batch. Something that, isn't it incredible, right? Something that's not easy in the past, but it's almost like a composing Lego brick, Lego art. Yeah. I don't know if you, I guess, and then the next thing to do is just to see this in VR or showing it as AR, exhibit it. So yeah, that's the whole process basically. So my dream, of course, ideally all the tools, currently all the tool is like third party, right? This is the tool that's edited. This is Polycam. Oh, this is the add-on for Blender. This is Polycam. My captures. Yeah, Polycam pricing currently, I don't know, somehow I can upload it. This is actually free at the moment, free from Polycam. You can capture anything, including this scary spider. I can clean this up. I took this using macro video lens. I can actually clean this up and then bring it into our 3D Blender scenes. Yeah, this is a real spider video. I took it using macro video on my iPhone and then upload it into Polycam and then just process it and then get the splat. And I will download this and clean it up. Now that we have the tool to clean this up, like PlayCanvas, I don't know how long this tool is gonna be available for free. I don't know. I think it's pretty amazing, right? I wish the whole process can be done on your machine offline. You know, that's probably the most ideal. But thanks for Polycam anyway. Polycam to give the tool, and then also this PlayCanvas.com. Who actually made this? PlayCanvas.com. Who made this? Huh. Web first game engine. It's amazing that you can just load it like really quickly on the web. So that's the whole process. Thanks to the Reddit as well. The Reddit actually have a lot of useful information about this Gaussian splatting, etc. Sometimes you actually find inspiration on Twitter X. But that's the whole process. Hopefully you find this useful, inspiring. Try to make your own Gaussian splat. It's pretty easy. You can scan anything, Lego, even Lego size. You can just use your iPhone, you know, just take a video around it, upload the video. Your video needs to be at least 15 seconds and then upload it into Polycam. Wait a moment later, you're gonna get a Gaussian splat, and then you can just clean it up, bring it into Blender and compose it like this. Okay, so hopefully this is useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.